bang. I shot you down, bang, bang. You hit the ground, bang, bang. That awful sound.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Curators of Cool. I'm your host, Carl, aka the Charismatic Enigma, aka the Black Al Bundy, aka Cold Stone Steve Austin, aka Mr. Steal Your Girl's Wi-Fi. And today I want to talk a little bit about Pat Summitt, because today we lost the legend in Pat Summitt. And what struck me and what motivated me or just put in my mind to do this, I was at my daughter's AAU basketball game, and the coach decided to have a moment of silence for Pat Summitt. And before the moment of silence, he said something that I always think about and express when it comes to the different generations. And me having kids, it keeps me in tune with that generation and my generation. And he said something that's always been on my mind about the new generation. Like, y'all, some of them didn't even know who Pat Summitt was. So he just said that you need to learn your history, learn the past, especially when it comes to people that blaze the trail for you. And that's something Pat Summitt did when you really think about it. And, you know, these girls want to play. They playing AAU ball. They want to go to a D1 school. And, like, she was it, the mecca of women's basketball. But I think, you know, when it comes down to it, she's probably arguably the greatest college coach of all time. I mean, you got Coach K, you got John Wooden and Bobby Knight and stuff like that. But what she's done for the game, I think, is a huge deal. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that. So just bear with me for a minute, because I'm going to read off a couple of her stats. Just to put in perspective, like, her accomplishments. 38 seasons as a head coach, 1,098 total wins, 8 national championships, 18 Final Four appearances, 112 NCAA tournament victories, 161 players coached by Pat Summitt. And out of those 161 players coached by Pat Summitt, every single one of them got at least to play in one Final Four game. Like, some teams barely make it to the Final Four. Some players go their whole college career. They can do 4 years and never make it. But every single player she's ever had played at least one Final Four. 90 branches on Coach Summitt's coaching tree. And, you know, when you think about Larry Brown and Coach Popovich, everybody always talk about, like, their coaching tree, how it branches off and it spawned all these good coaches. With Pat Summitt got 90 people that was under her went on to be head coaches somewhere. She got 2 courts named in her honor. A good, amazing stat right here. She got 91% winning percentage in home games. Like, 91%. Like, that gotta be, like, one of the best. And out of her 38-year career, she only spent 15 weeks outside of the Associated Press top 25. Not only that, but 47% of the games she played was against fellow top 25 teams. So that means, like, at least half the time she was playing against the best of the best. And out of her 38 seasons, she had 36 20-win seasons, and plus 20 of those were 30-win seasons. So she only had 2 seasons in her whole career where she had under 20 wins. One undefeated season, and the biggest stat to me, and probably the most important or the stat that I look at and I'm in awe of. Out of all of her many accomplishments, she had 100% graduation rate. Like, from the first player to the 15th player, like from the star player to the biggest scrub. And a lot of time, you know, coaches, if a scrubs quit all the time. Like, the sorry players always quit and going to another college or just focus on school or dropping out of school. But that's a testament to who she was as a person. She cared about, like, even the player that wasn't getting no time, that wasn't suiting up. And I'm sure, you know, part of her recruiting process was telling the players and their parents, like, I'm going to make sure you get an education, because education comes first. And because that's what our coaches do. And except for John Calipari, except for him, he just like, hey, I get you one and done to the NBA. But anyway, so for her to carry out one of her recruiting promises is a big thing. And the fact that, like, no matter what these women do in their career, they always going to have a college education and play for one of the greatest coaches of all time and play in for one of the greatest college basketball organizations of all time. And to add icing on the cake, they get an education, and that's just a testament to who she is. Like, I don't care if you my 15th player. I don't care if you don't get the suit up. You're not leaving here until you graduate. And that's a huge, huge deal. So, take time out to reflect on Pat Summitt and all her accomplishments and what she's done for the game of basketball as a whole. And, like, dislike, subscribe, leave comments, all that good stuff. And, tell me what y'all thought. Tell me anything y'all want me to discuss next time. And until next time, y'all be cool like how y'all be cool.
Hey, bang, bang. I shot you down, bang, bang. You hit the ground, bang, bang. That awful sound.